walking the pug. And I would like to once again go over this P. Diddler case. Only because of the simple fact that now it seems that the music industry world has a lot of explaining to do, especially the man that pretty much booted the career of Whitney Houston. Oh boy. Bear with me a minute. Sorry, having some technical difficulties here. Paul, my man there, little Paul. Did I like what happened to the 9/11 attacks? No, I did not like what happened for the 9/11 attacks. Mind you, I watched that second plane go in the building. It was not nice, and I'm traumatized by it. But, yeah, and beware of your comments there, little man. You got a message that is held for review. Gotta watch out what you're saying on this. Anyways, the old Whitney Houston. Now, when I first saw the Whitney Houston movie of her, pretty much seemed like, to me, home wrecking on a woman with Mr. Bobby Brown. And as Bobby Brown slams the door on this woman's face with his kids for Whitney Houston, I lost all respect for her and whatever little respect that I had for Bobby Brown. Never liked that guy because he's annoying. And he's got a high ego. And hopefully he's not going on down with P. Diddy. Because I'll tell you, there's a lot of caca coming out on the, sidelines here. It's not looking too damn good for Mr. P. Diddler. But today's article that popped up about Whitney Houston and the producer that helped her, pretty much, you could say, start her career, was in the same building, of course, having a party. And what really gets me on that, and what really sticks in my mind, is the part of this man spending probably, say so right, a decade, at least a decade to maybe even 2 decades, producing this woman's music. And she's lying upstairs dead in her tub because of some supposedly overdose. I do not believe there was no overdose. And I'll tell you something. This leads me to the song I wrote of this is what happens when you think you're untouchable. And the people that he shuts their mouth. Now one can only think of what he's really doing to shutting people's mouths. This guy is not only a supposedly serial rapist, he could be most likely a serial killer. He can be another Charles Manson, having all these people doing these dirty deeds done dirt cheap. As much as I hate to ruin the song of the band that wrote the lyrics, but and needing to be who he was, the poor white boy that grew up in a poor white trash family. And I do kind of blame his family and mother, if you read about it, for the way that man was raised and brought up and the way he turned out. For whatever reasons, he came up to be a racist person. You know, that's on his behalf. There's nothing you can do about it, but his childhood was rough. And he was raped. Nobody can endure a life after going through that trauma, just like what P. Diddy did. And, of course, that video surfaced of him kicking down the woman in the old motel room. And women beaters, to me, are just plain right out chump punk pussies. And, it don't surprise me that this Whitney Houston thing is coming up. And, right. It also shows in a new movie, TV series or whatever that came out, her father was spending lots of money giving people credit cards throughout, you know, her earnings. It was her money. She made the music. Well, she sang it. And she's the one right. Should have got a good portion of them royalties, but the father was giving them all away. And that's a piece of shit to me. That ain't how you should do someone. And obviously that's why this $1 million debt, $1.4 million was said to be owed. That's what the article was going with today, of her being in debt, and someone had to pay that debt. And if it wasn't going to be her, it was going to be her life. Sorry, folks, having some technical difficulties here. I am supposed to be doing some other stuff, but I have had no time to do it, and sure in the hell won't be doing it while I'm walking a pug. But as I was saying, now that I forget because the phone fucked up on me. I mean, this case and everything coming down, and now the thoughts of Whitney Houston being into that surge of murder. I mean, it's not shocking. And it, you know, it just levels my brain right out to the point of just disgust of how many more people could be on this list for a hit. And that's what I was saying. Who else could be literally, and you think about it, all these suicidal deaths. Oh, technical difficulties. Once again, suicides, you know, you gotta think about it. Drug overdoses. Eazy-E was shot up with AIDS. And I'm going with that factor. Even the movie they came out with pretty much throws that down on the table. Now it comes to the fact of what I put in my song about, did he really? Because someone pay off someone to give him a bad drug. It's all in black and white. It can most definitely be on the table of interest. You think about it. And that goes for everybody else that's died of OD. You know, it's easy for people to, get into a bad habit, not get off it. But I've known a lot of people that have been on drugs myself. You know, I have been down in the bottom of the barrel. And I've partied with the rich. And I've partied with the people that live on the tracks. And I know a lot of them that I knew back in my day. There was no drug that could hold them down, let alone kill them. Or they want to kill themselves of an OD. It's only got to do with a simple fact of drugs now being made is laced with shit that, right, does kill you. But, I mean, not only that, it's just the fact that the ones that did get, you know, lost there and did die, of course, that's a good excuse to put it on someone that's troubled and in that line and, you know, doing it and then say, oh, they OD too. See how many people OD every day. But I do still know a lot of people that are alive, walking. Their features are not right, but, you know, they're still living and kicking. They still have a life. Some of them have cleaned up. Some of them have not. And it's unfortunate. Because, right, they didn't, you know, obviously think or know any better that they were going to get that damn drug and never be able to get off it. I mean, like I said, there's one guy that I know that's still walking the streets, but for some apparent reason he must be so burnt, he don't even talk to me. And it's sad, because this was a good man. Of course, I ain't gonna mention no names, but as you can see the pattern of how one can use that. Because, right, what did I just say? They're burnt. They don't know. It's the end. They could be just functioning to the point, right, where they can live, but life around them don't exist. And that's what's happened to each and one of these people. But why and how? And it's just coming all clear right up straight into your face. What is really going on in the industry, and not only the music, Hollywood. And that murder, or just say so, let alone, oh, I accidentally OD'd. It's just too much now to even think that shit walks. So you pay the price of taking care of the problem that will take care of that problem and bury it. Them are riddles. You need to know what I'm talking about in the riddle world. But other than that, like I say, something to think about. And how many more people are going to come up that accidentally OD'd or supposedly got a hit, say so, like Tupac, Biggie, Notorious Big. Yeah, how many more are going to pop up like this throughout the year 1998 till present? So many, many years, folks, of people dying and ODing for no effing reason. Something to think about. I advise you listen to that P. Diddy songs. Boy, every time I turn it on, man, it kicks fucking ass. Like I say, if I die of unnatural causes, you'll know why. Guess what? I don't care. Take me out to the ball game. I'm not scared to die, folks. As I'm not scared to die. Be safe, take care. Ramble that through your little mind and think about it. Now every time you see something come up of an OD or some unacceptable, say even a car crash, think about it. Who is behind it? Make you think, make you wonder. Till that next video, be safe, take care, and out. Be safe. You don't know what's going down in that world next.